Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live product tour. I will just start in a couple of minutes. If you're here already, you can just say hi on the chat. Would love to go with you through the product just to show you around what we have and also tell you a couple of things that we do have, like we've been cooking up, and to tell you more about the product. We will start in just a couple of minutes, actually less than a minute. And welcome to everybody. Just say hi on the chat if you're here. Nope, not to postpone the whole thing. I would like to start the webinar because we're right on time. So welcome again to live product demo of tour of SEOwind. My name is Tom Winter. I'm the CGO and the founder at SEOwind. I'm in SEO for the last decade. I've been building my own products and also I was helping a lot of different tools to gain a lot of organic traffic. And with a couple of people that I worked with for the last couple of years, we tried to build a tool that will simplify most of the methods that we used for building the brief. Because we thought like it's extremely important because there are two types of tools right now on the market, like all the data ones, for example, Semrush or Ahrefs, which bring a lot of data and they're really amazing. I love them. I can spend hours there. But the problem is that they don't make the tool itself actionable. So it's really hard to create content based on this data. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of clicks to go over through all the information there. At the same time, the whole internet right now is about AI writing. And to be honest, I don't want to compete in that niche. Like, in my opinion, it will be cut down by Google. Let's see how it goes in a couple of maybe weeks, maybe months, maybe even today, because Google just has, as far as I know, today they have an event about AI writing. Maybe they will announce something today. Let's see how it goes in the future. And the goal here that we had is to help out to give action-oriented tips and build a brief that will nail the search intent. And this is what SEOwind is about, like just to help you out with identifying exactly what you should write about and do it in a simple way, half like automated, and at the same time give you opportunity to actually make decisions and decide what you want to write about. And this is how we built SEOwind, and we did most of the process in SEOwind for years, doing it manually. But I will tell you more about it later on. So coming back to me, like I've been in SEO like really, really long. I've tested out a lot of things. I've broke a lot of things. Many times I did things that Google forbids just to check if they're actually forbidding them and to test out if it works or if it doesn't. I love testing. I'm a little bit of a developer myself. I'm also a marketer, a salesperson. So definitely more than one person, but I really love to test out things. And I always like to verify things based on data. My knowledge and my opinion is really, really great. But if the data says that something works, unfortunately, the data is always right. Okay, so the agenda for today, it will be walkthrough through SEOwind product tour. And then at the end, we will have a Q&A session. So if you have any questions, you can write them on the chat. If I will notice them during the webinar, I will try to answer them as soon as possible. But at the end, we will still have a little bit of time for questions. And at the end, I will also have like a small bonus for you if you will stay till the end. I think it will not take too much time. I think it will take up to 20 minutes to go through the whole product and tell you exactly how it looks like and tell you why it looks like that and what's the reasoning behind it, why it works. So let me actually change to the SEOwind. And this is the first screen that you would see. Like normally it would be empty here, but this is how it would look like. Today I will create a brief on SEO content optimization guide. I already created this brief, but I will start with creating a brief, just show you how to work with. So to do it, like you just write a focus keyword here, and you can choose the location. So basically you can right now choose from these locations. These locations are directly connected with the language. So if you choose United States, it will be English. If you choose United Kingdom, it will be also English. Spain, Spanish. Portugal, Portuguese. Poland, Polish. Germany, German, France, and so on. Like, for example, with Australia, it will be also English. Brazil, it will be Portuguese. We're adding more languages and more locations. And probably we will, looking at the demand from different locations, we will split the choosing of location and the language, because sometimes from what the customers say to us, like they would like to go with Spanish for United States as an example. But here I can choose United States and I will create the brief. So it will appear here in our system. And right now the system is running the whole test, like is verifying all the information and scraping the data. Unfortunately, it will take like 4 minutes to scrape all the data, to go through everything that is there, because we want to get you as much information and analyze all the information that we're getting as possible to give you hands-on experience and things that you can use straight away in your brief. I have already the same brief already opened here for this specific topic, because I didn't want you to wait. So exactly, the brief is for content optimization guide, and it's for the location of United States. I already went through it. So like there's a couple of things filled in, but basically starting from the beginning, like on the left side in our system, we have the data. So this is all the data that our system created for you. And this is how it shows all the data. On the right side, you'll be building your brief. So here, like you will be filling out all the things that you need for the brief. The thing that we wanted to see in our system is to have everything on one tab, because like every time when we switch tabs, we have to memorize things what we have on a different tab, and we use our brain power for the things that really don't matter. Like if we have everything in one screen in one tab, it's much easier to work with. So the main idea here, what we try to do is actually nail the search intent. The search intent is like extremely important in sense of ranking Google. So if we have this content optimization guide, what we do, we start with a super simple thing. So we start to go with Google and actually see what ranks there. So this is position 1 in Google, position 2, position 3, and so on. But since we know exactly who ranks for this specific keyword, we start with a simple thing. We go to these pages and we scrape all the data from them. So basically we take the content, we remove the header, we remove the footer, we try to remove anything that is unnecessary, and we start counting things. So this is super simple. We start with the word count for each and single competitor. And based on that, we give you recommendations. So this is the word count length, and this is the number of headings, this is the number of images. This helps you to actually know what are you aiming for, just so you understand exactly how long the article that you should be writing how long should it be. And we want to help you with that. But like looking at content optimization guide, what I want to like learn, because from my perspective, this is not a keyword anymore, this is a topic. I want to learn exactly what I can write about, like when thinking about this topic, what is going around this topic, just to understand how it works. So on the right side, I have a section called secondary keywords. It's here. And on the left side, for each competitor, I have keywords that they rank for. So if I scroll through the keywords that they rank for, and I see any keyword that I would like to add to my right side, I can do it. So that's like simple as that. I can go through all the keywords that they rank and then go to the second competitor and also see like what kind of keywords they rank for. And I can add them to my right side to secondary keywords. Like that, I can build like probably 20, 30 keywords for this specific topic. As you can see, each of these competitors actually are ranking for more than 33 keywords, at least the ones that we identified that they're ranking for, all of them have search volume, and we can easily go through them. You can basically do a similar thing using Ahrefs or Semrush. This is how we did it for years, using like human as a service, building briefs, because it made a lot of sense. We used Semrush, so we just copied the link to Semrush and we pasted in there. Then we had to open up like 5-6 tabs with different competitors. We had to open a doc file, and we moved these keywords from the competitors to our doc file. But the problem is that there's a huge overlap between the first one, so for example, content optimization, and for example, the second one. So whenever we will, so for example, you can see it here, whenever we will add something to the right side, to the content secondary keyword section, it will be already highlighted as taken. Whenever like we go to a second, third, fourth, and so on competitor, it will be already highlighted, so we know not to double check on that. If you have like multiple tabs with Semrush opened, you have to memorize what you already added there. And to be honest, I don't like to use as I mentioned, I don't like to use my brain power if I don't have to. I want to simplify it as much as possible, and I want to focus on my main task. And my main task is to create the best possible outline and brief out there. I don't want to focus on anything else. I want to simplify it. I want to speed it up. Okay, so then we have the next section, which we call competitor outlines. And here on the right side, we have a section of our outline. So the basic thing that we want to do is to write a comprehensive outline that nails the search intent. But the problem with the search intent is that Google knows exactly what ranks, like what they want to rank for the specific term, because like they're trying to identify the best possible answer for a specific term. And from our perspective, when we're looking at competitors, we know that the search intent is hidden somewhere along the outlines of our competitors. But since we went to every single of these pages and we scrape the data, we can extract their outlines that they have. And based on that, we can actually create our own outline on the right side that nails the search intent. We can use all of these competitors as kind of puzzles, like so take something from each one of them and build an outline that is the best in the niche. So for example, if I go through this outline, all these outlines, and I find some topics that I want to add here. So for example, I have like this H2 and I see like, what is it, why is it important? Or like, what is content optimization? And I want to add these H3s to my outline. I can basically click them and add them here to my outline. I can then reorder them in however I want. I can change them into something custom, but I will still keep the link, the original link to the original source. So whenever I want to go to the original source, I will be able to go there. And based on that, like going through all the competitors, just reading through what they write, we can identify the topics that will help us to build an outline that is most comprehensive and which will answer the question, which is content optimization guide, in the best possible way. So we can see like topics and then copy them here, change them, of course, however we like, and that will definitely help out to build an outline that works. The thing that we're currently working on is creating automated outline generation tool. So there will be a button here, but it will still take us like a little bit of time, probably up to a month. We're currently working on that on staging. And we'll use AI to verify how we can create a comprehensive outline. So basically what we did, we pre-trained the AI model with our data. And also what we do when we're asking like AI to help us out with building an outline, we're feeding the AI with a lot of data from the left side. So we're not just asking, if you would go to ChatGPT and ask it, can you build me an outline for content optimization guide keyword? it will give you an outline. But the problem is that it will not focus on the search intent because it doesn't have data. ChatGPT is a language model, not a knowledge model. So like it doesn't have all the data on the left side. So when we are feeding it with a lot of data, SEO data, we're actually helping it to identify the main topics that it should focus on. But like the prompt is getting big, like even though that I know how to do it, it would take me at least half an hour to write a proper prompt with all the data that I need to feed it to GPT and get the outline. But we saw that it really works, and it will give us like a comprehensive outline based on the things that we want it to show, like based on the search intent. So I would be honest, like it was a 50-50% chance project. I thought that we will rather throw it out, like even that we will not be able to do it. But I'm really amazed with results, and to be honest, I would love to see you using it and giving me feedback how it will look like. But still, we're working on it. Probably within a month, we will be able to publish it and make it available for people to use it. Okay, but going with outline, it's not about copying from your competitors directly. Only this is definitely gives you the framework for the main topics that you want to focus on, but you have to add something special. You have to add some valuable things into the article. So for example, for this reason, we have this questions to answer section where we have people also ask questions from Quora, questions from Reddit that you can use directly in the brief. So my favorite one is, to be honest, questions from Quora. Like questions from Reddit, like I would even call it topics from Reddit, are also useful because like it shows us like what people are talking about, and it's not something that is common in the SERP results. So like you can add value on the top. Looking at Quora, basically I treat it as a place where special matter experts are discussing certain topics, and I can pick up these conversations and be inspired and add things to the article. So for example, what I like to do, I like to create additional heading, which I call FAQ. So I'm adding custom heading. I'm adding it as H2. And then, for example, I'm trying to pick like questions or topics that I want to add into FAQ section. So for example, what are the basic tips for content optimization? For me, it's really good. I would like to change it to H3 because like I want the whole section to be like that. What are the keys to content optimization in LinkedIn? I don't like it because it's about LinkedIn. What are some tools to check content optimization? Probably really nice one. Then what does content optimization include? Also like it. So like that, I can create the whole FAQ section. Then I can optimize it to H3s. But still, like when looking at these questions, as I mentioned, I will still keep the link to Quora. So when I will be writing the article, I'll be able to go directly there and copy, like be inspired with the things that people are saying and add this special matter expertise into the article that I'm writing, just to give this additional value to our users and give something special. You can, of course, use all these questions the same like as simple H2s, like so simple headings, and put them into your outline. But as I mentioned, you can create, for example, FAQ section at the end of the article. And then like when published, you can also add schema markup for FAQ to even help more with SEO results. Okay, and then we have a section called secondary keywords. It's kind of a second attempt to secondary keywords. And since we downloaded about 200, 300 keywords from our competitors, we're trying to evaluate these keywords, and we also downloaded all the information, like all their content. So we're trying to evaluate how often do they use specific keywords on their website. So if I go for that and I can see that some keywords are used more often, I can add them also to my secondary keywords. And what we're currently doing also, like we're working on secondary keywords clustering. So we will use NLP, we will use AI basically to cluster the keywords to make them easier to understand. So we will put them into groups, and this way it will be much easier to write content because like you will see a group of specific keywords that are close to each other, and it will be easier to optimize. Probably we will do it next week. We are testing it on staging again, and would love to show you how it works. Okay, let's go back to the top. So we have the title, we have the description. You can rewrite the title using AI. The same goes with description. I really like using AI. So we're using GPT like most of the companies. I really like to use it for short form because it makes the title catchy. It improves my CTRs. Like it has a vibe that and a flow that I'm not able to do. The same goes with description. Like it can write description and title in a catchy way, which I'm not able to because I'm not a copywriter. And even if you see it will not help you out, like it can inspire you into a way of writing it. But I don't like using AI for long form for a couple of reasons. First of all, like as I mentioned, it's a language model, not a knowledge model, so it goes off the search intent. If you're trying to write long form, it will go off the search intent. And based on that, you will not get organic traffic as much as possible. But the second thing, right now, there's the whole discussion about actually verifying if something is written with AI. And you can see that OpenAI already produced like a tool to verify if something is written with AI. Probably Google will introduce something really quick. I'm afraid that they will be actually able to catch like articles using AI, because I can see that I can catch very likely articles that are written with AI. Just remember that it's not about catching one article. Maybe you will not be able to have 100%. You will not be 100% sure if one article was written with AI. But if you start producing content like on scale with AI, there will be a lot of content to verify if you're writing with AI. If not, probably if you will write like 5-10 articles, nothing will happen. Google will not catch you. That's not possible. But if you will start like writing 50, 60, 100 articles at scale, I'm like 99% sure that Google will catch people like that. Okay, so then we have words, headings, and images. We try to copy it like from recommendations. So based on the recommendations, we add you word count, headings, and images that you should probably write. You can of course change it into any different number. If you see that it's too long, too much, or like not enough, you can of course change it. Then you have the outline, where we already went through. So you can add your own headings. You can change the headings that you have, add comments, add links, add points, and so on. You have the secondary keywords, which we are currently working on clustering. And when you're ready, you just copy to clipboard, you go to a doc file, you paste it all in, and basically you have the outline ready to be sent to the content writer. So you have the SEO, you have the title, you have the SEO title, you have the meta description, you have the article guidelines with the focus keyword, you have the secondary keywords with the search volume, you have the suggested article length, suggested number of headings, suggested number of words per heading, suggested number of images, and then you have all the article headings with the links to the headings. So whenever you'll be writing an article, you can go to the source just to understand better what exactly you should write about. And this structure helps the content writer to be right on track. So let your content writers do their best to write the best articles possible, but at the same time keep them on track. This way you will nail the search intent. I love to actually, to be honest, I love to write something from top of my head. But even with articles about like a niche that I feel I'm an expert in, so for example, SEO, I try to do the research just to check what I should write about. Even if I want to add something on the top, like something valuable, something totally different, I learned that I need to do the proper research. Because if I don't, probably Google will not put me on top 10 results, because they know what's the search intent. If I think the search intent is something totally different, probably like 9 out of 10 times, like, I'm wrong and Google is right. So it's better to play their game and focus on the things that from their perspective matters, because changing the mind of Google is extremely hard. But like, work on adding value on top by making the article most comprehensive in the niche, and add additional things on top. So like, if you have a special matter expert inside, you can add these information. If you can connect to a special matter expert that will actually add additional value, you can go to Quora, you can go to Reddit. Like, these are the things that you should add. By sending an outline, a brief like that to your content writer, what I see, there's like much less ping pong between you and the content writer. The expectations with the content writer, like to the content writer, are set extremely well, and they're extremely clear. So they know exactly what to write. They don't have to go back and forth. They will write exactly what you need, and it's much more comfortable for both sides to write it. So that would be all from the perspective of the tool itself. And if it is for the bonus, I wanted to give everybody that is here something special. Thank you for being here. If you would like to use the tool and check it out, I can actually give you a discount to $7 for the first month of usage. So for the basic plan, instead of paying $49 for the first month, you can actually pay $7. Just write me on LinkedIn and I'll be happy to grant you access to it. Please just write to me because it's not available on the website. And if you have any questions, additional questions, please let me know. So if you want to get this bonus, like, so pay $7 for the first month for basic plan, please let me know on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to grant you. And thank you for listening. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And yeah, thank you very much. It was really great to show you the tool. And we're cooking up like many things that we want to implement as soon as possible, because I've talked, to be honest, for the last month to over 200 people, and I've learned from all of you so much, like, what are the needs, like, what are the key things that you're struggling with, and we try to actually prioritize based on that, like to implement new features based on the feedback that you're getting. And definitely one of the next things that we will be working on is content optimization, because we see that many people have problems with identifying how they can optimize content. And we see that based on our brief, we can actually also scrape the data from your website, scrape the data from competitors, and just compare it, just to see what are the white spaces that we can add additional content to help you out to optimize content. So like, it's not only about telling you add 500 words, 500 key, or like 5 headings. We want to actually show you like, you can add these and these headings into your articles, so to help you out to do it. And there are a couple of other projects that we are also working on, but it would be really nice to get some information from you. Idris, like, thank you for your suggestion. Add back to the top button. Yeah, we will think about it. We don't have much space there, but like, definitely I will look into that with our designer, just to see if this is possible. Anybody else has a question? If not, I don't want to waste. Okay. Content optimization tool will be nice. Yeah. Thanks, Idris. Like, really, I think so. We will be definitely working on that. So thanks a lot for participating in the product tour. And I'm looking forward to telling you more about the new things that are coming up. And please, like, I'm always open to any discussions. So if you want to contact me on LinkedIn and talk about anything, please let me know. Like, I'm open to talking about if I can help you out also with anything, that would be really great. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Cheers. Bye-bye.